just built a tool for you to check your ADHD likelihood, so you know where you stand on the spectrum and take a proper measure going forward. Maybe you can consider consulting with a doctor or simply being more mindful, which can help you stay focused, be more productive, and live a more fulfilling life. Does that sound cool? Let's get started. So this is our landing page where you can actually register and put your username, password, credential. If not, you are in a hurry, like just as we do, continue as guest. Once you do that, you just land over here, and here when we let's get started, it will take us to some consent agreement, and here by just clicking that you give the consent, you tell us that you are above 18 years of age, because we are not trying to deal with any children here. And then the more importantly, you understand that this is not a medical tool or anything. We are just doing any kind of screening tool that gives some sort of likelihood of you being ADHD or not, that it is not a doctor's prescription or anything. I hope you understand. Then you click I agree and continue, and then here we really want to know more about you, your demographics, where you coming from, and your age group and everything, whether you have previously diagnosed with ADHD or not. That helps. Next, once you save this data, you go to how are you feeling today now. Are you really in a good shape to actually take the test or not? And these are very important. If you haven't really slept good last night, or if you are not feeling very properly in your shape, like mind or anything, this test won't work. So this is very important to know whether you are really ready to take the test or not. Let's save it and then continue. Now we have reached to the actual tests. So the first test is time perception challenge, and ADHD has actually been associated with altered time perception and timing variability. Many adults describe difficulty estimating time, underestimating task duration, or experiencing something that is called time blindness. And this test, as we go ahead and start, you will see that you can begin the test, and it asks you to measure the time interval that is shown here. Let's say 12 seconds, without even counting or anything. It's asked you to just replicate or understand the time duration, and that gives the understanding of how you understand the time perception in your mind. And here, for the demo purpose, we are really going it quickly, but you have to actually do the text in a more proper way. And then once you finish this, it shows you how you performed, and here you understand that we didn't quite pay attention, so our test result is poor here. But it tells you for each of the trials, like what was your time duration and how did you actually understood the time duration. And next, moving on to the next test, which is the reaction time variability test. So ADHD research consistently shows that variability in attention, not just distractibility, is a core feature. In adults, especially women and non-binary individuals, symptoms often appear as fluctuating focus rather than a constant hyperactivity. And reaction time variability captures micro-level attention instability that questionnaires alone may not dictate. This is a fun test. If we start the test, you will see that here in the UI, it's given a tap or wait. So based on what is showing, either tap or wait, you are supposed to tap or wait. So you can actually, if you are not paying attention, you will miss it. So this is a fun game to see like how attentive and how focused you are. Once you finish this test, it will again show some collective result, how your performance look like, whether you missed so many times or not. And you can see that it collectively gives some kind of a metric or some numbers, and then we can actually rerun, take both the tests as many times as you want, or finally go to the dashboard. The dashboard itself shows the result coming from both the individual tests, and then try to give you some kind of understanding how you did for both the tests, and tell you where you stand in your ADHD spectrum. And so yeah, again, just to tell you, this is not a medical proper screening. If you see something, just go to the doctor. This is just gives you some kind of high level understanding where you stand. Hope you enjoyed this demo. Thank you.